Hello everyone, this is Marshmallow HD. This is going to be the Alpha Client overview video that I'm going to do for you guys. So basically, this is what's going to happen for the League of Legends client overall. It's going to be evolving soon, and basically, this is what you're going to see whenever you have the new client in your hands and when it's out and released from Riot. They actually did not say exactly when they're going to be releasing it. I know it's going to be probably sometime in Season 7. I know it's still in the alpha stage right now, and they're still testing out bugs or anything like that. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to get accepted into it, and then I was able to. Riot contacted me through email, and they said that I could download it. So here I am. I'm downloaded it already, and now I'm looking at this. So what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. Basically, you log into your account like normal. This is my main account. So this is what it'll look like once you come in. Or come into your actual login screen after you log in. This is what it'll look like. So as you can see, it looks a lot different comparing to the other Riot Games League of Legends client. So basically, that being said, um, I'll just get right into it. So as you can see, some of the buttons look a lot different. I mean, they did the store exactly the same, somewhat. They changed it around a little bit, and in terms of like kind of how it looks. They just made everything look more acceptable and like really splash arty is what you're gonna call it. Yeah, as you can see, Riot has been doing that a lot recently. So I'm just gonna get right into it for you guys. So we got the home tab here, the profile tab, the collections and loot, and then we got store as well. And then also you got your IP and your RP as well. And then there's this also usually the notifications for anything that any sort of bugs in the game is usually on the left side right here in the other client. But it's on this side, and then it's just telling you that us as alpha testers they're investigating reports of players getting in-game settings reset using the alpha client, which temporary turning off the server sides, blah 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 blah. So basically that's that there. They changed some of the stuff around, and then they added also this new button here. It shows that it's free champion rotation, so you don't have to actually go to your store and actually see what champions are free to play, or also you can also go to your profile. So this is the home screen. Um, so far, I've only figured out a couple of things to do. Obviously, I haven't really looked up like tutorials on how to do it. I'm just all doing this myself. So what you guys are seeing, it's all new to me. Is just as much as new to you guys. So basically, obviously, when you log in, this is what will happen. You guys will get to this main screen, which is the home screen, and it's showing you an overview of the whole home screen. So it's saying the 2016 season ends. This is what you'll see. Obviously, it'll change as time goes on and whenever they get new stuff out, like top skins down here, plus any sort of different news and stuff that they have, and then obviously the learn more page. So basically, the next one is alpha. This will probably won't be here when you guys get a hand on it. It's just thanking us as alpha testers for finding bugs in the actual client itself. Like I even had hard times trying to figure out how to I kept getting bugs back trying to basically when I log in or try to log in, I click on the League Alpha client. I'll actually show you on my screen here. Um, so up here, uh, usually my thing does not look like this, but I have the League client alpha right here, and then I have the actual regular League right here. Okay. Um, so my client or my whole thing changed around for some reason, but so League Client Alpha is right here, and then you got the League of Legends regular one there. So that's what it'll look like. I'm assuming is what they'll keep it with that same logo, the new updated logo. So instead of having like a square, it's going to be a circle with the L in it. Kind of creative and kind of simple, but short and sweet is what I would call it. So whenever I tried to click on this, it wouldn't let me actually. It kept bug splatting me. It wouldn't even let me get to the login screen. So it finally let me in. And I think that's a bug in itself as of right now, so I'm gonna have to report that. I looked on the boards to check if there was any discussion on it, and there wasn't. So maybe it's just me having a problem. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna get to the profile. Oh, and they also show the patch notes. So instead of clicking like the link and it take you to the actual website of the patch notes, they actually have it right here on the actual the whole entire client itself. So that's really good to see. Obviously, you guys can look over that if you'd like. You guys would see the 6 patch 21 notes already, most likely. So I'm gonna go to profile. So this is my main profile. It shows all my top champs and all that stuff, plus all the friendly stuff that I've gotten, all the teamwork, and 58 honorable opponents. So I guess that's okay. I don't really know exactly like how that looks, but as of right now, I'm silver 5. So it doesn't look obviously that great. But I'm just going over this with you guys. So basically, my top 3 champs are Jin, Lucian, and Jinx. This is what your profile page would look like um, in the client itself. So it looks a lot more updated, a lot cleaner. There's not like a lot of buttons that you gotta click or anything like that. Um, it's just looks cleaner overall. This whole entire thing just looks better and looks cleaner, and it's a game changer basically for the whole league itself. And I know they're adding stuff to it as well. They'll eventually be adding their own replay system. I heard, and they added a bunch of different stuff that they'll probably announce later. So this will be my match history. I only play ranked usually. I don't really dabble in normals or anything like that. I usually do play ranked. Um, so I got a couple of defeats, a couple of victories on there. And then so I mean they overall they done a really good job. Like this game, it was 4-3-3, 194 CS. But I don't see the time of the game. This is what I'm not seeing. Maybe I gotta click on it. Okay, so I click on it and then it does shows the whole stats for the entire game, and then it shows the 29 minutes. So you're gonna have to click on it to actually see what the actual time is. I don't see it. So they didn't actually put the timing. I feel like they could have put it right here, maybe. That probably would have been better than having to click on it to see how long it was. So it shows this 29-minute game, and shows it shows the bands pretty well exactly too as well. So shows how many turrets that our team had on right here, how many inhibitors, barons, and dragons, and then they only had 1 turret for us, so we pretty stomped them this game. Obviously, you saw that the Garen and the LeBlanc carried pretty hard for us. So it shows an overview of the game in terms of goal advantage and stuff like that. Stats for the entire game, like largest killing sprees, that shows off on here. Like I said, it just looks all cleaner overall. So this is what you would see inside the actual click on the actual game that you're playing. So definitely that's the match history. And if I clicked on ranked, it's gonna only show my ranked games. I'm sure. It changed it up now. I did not see this yet. This is where it's gonna show where your actual leaderboards are at. So right now I'm 6th in Grave Swarm, and I'm in silver. So and this looks so much better. It just looks so much cleaner. I did a great job on this, I feel. They made it a lot cleaner overall. So I'm actually glad they did something like this where it just looks cleaner and looks more professional overall as a game. They're getting pretty big now. Obviously, they've been pretty big for a long time, but so we're gonna go into the collections now. So the champions and runes and masteries and spells, they're all right here. So it's actually pretty simple. It definitely does look different. I'm sure. I don't know how to get rid of this side actually. Let me see if I can. It shows. That's not it either. Okay. I don't know if there's a way to actually get rid of this side. Huh. I don't think there is. To make it extend, but I guess maybe they're not trying to do it that way. So this will be all the champs that I do basically my mastery. So these are my top 7 ADCs now, and then Ezreal's getting up there as well. So I obviously am an ADC main, so you're gonna see a lot of ADCs. But so this is basically the champions page, and it shows the total mastery score here, and then the runes. I have a lot of runes, and the runes pages look a lot different. So this is my 80 carry. I have a bunch of different ones for support, mid, and also jungle, just in case if I want to play any sort of different champs overall, or any sort of different positions. So it shows all your rune inventory here. Pretty sure it's the same thing where you just right click to stop it and then right click to put it back on. Yeah, so it's basically updated sounds and updated everything. and they changed a lot of stuff. It just looks so much better. I mean, I feel like they could do something different with this. I feel like the colors are kind of vibrant, but it does look pretty good though. Um, I don't mind it. It definitely doesn't bother me at all. But I feel like they could change it up. But it still looks good either way. If they don't, they do. The masteries, I did look at this once before, and it looks a lot different. In terms of obviously everything just looks different, but it just there's so much of a wider range of stuff, and like obviously you right click to let go of everything. So this is my bloodlust pledge. So that's how you say, or that's how you lock it in. As you can hear, there is the updated sounds for everything. Like I said, it sounds so much cleaner. And then obviously they're gonna put their spells right here. So you got flash, ignite, and it makes it actually does it exactly what you're supposed to do, like with the tutorial and everything. So that's actually pretty cool that they added that, like on the client itself. I'm glad that they actually did something like that, where they added a tutorial on how to use each one. So you got the heal for healing up your opponents or your friendlies, and then you got ghost for tutorial. So, I mean, you see it all right here. It has everything basically on the whole site itself, or the whole client itself. Then obviously you got your loot, and basically they did it in icons on the right side on the other client. But this time they're doing it in actual just names. So before, like, to go to your profile, you had to click that little person man in the actual client itself, and obviously you just got to hit profile here, and you go to your profile. You go to loot. You hit the little triangle thing at the top on the top right. So this is your loot. Obviously, this is where you're just going to show everything. Definitely just looks a lot more updated, a lot cleaner for sure. And then the store, obviously, it's going to look somewhat the same. It's basically that's what they already implemented inside the actual old client. But now the new client, it has the same old store and everything like that. Purchase RP. Like I said, just everything looks so clean overall. But it's basically the same store, so there's nothing really changed here. And I'll get into now the lobby. The lobby changed a lot, as you can see. There's a nice background texture to it, like basically looking into Summoner's Rift. I think in the background here, that looks like it's the inhibitors, or maybe even the Nexus. I'm not 100% sure, or even the turrets when they run past them in the early game. So right now it shows I'm on normal blind pick, and then a 5v5 Summoner's Rift, and then it shows that I got mastery points, point eligibility, and all this stuff. So I can invite, obviously. The inviting system, it's basically the same thing, except they just changed it up a little bit. So obviously I can just invite whoever, and then that's that. Also, if you go to change game type, it'll show 5v5 Summoner's Rift, 3v3, and 5v5 ARAM. So whatever you click on doesn't matter. It'll be just a tree line. You got ARAM, and then obviously Summoner's Rift, the most popular map. You got blind pick, draft pick, and rank draft. So let's say if I want to go to rank draft, I hit confirm, and this is what the new overall new champion basically lobby is going to look like. So obviously it looks a lot different. Definitely, I know I keep repeating myself, but it just looks so much better, I think. It says autofill protected. Since I did fill one of my games, I just recently played support. So basically that's that. There's not really too much to it. It's the same thing, except it just looks better. In terms of my perspective of things, I think it just looks better overall, and I feel like it's more responsive too. Because I know the old client, it does have problems with responsiveness to clicking these positions, but overall this just looks so much cleaner. It just looks and feels so much better, I feel. So obviously I just hit find match, and there you go, finding match. But I'm not going to go into a game obviously right now. I have gone into a game once on this client already, and it is the same thing basically. The map didn't change or nothing. Obviously, it doesn't look different. It's all the same. They didn't ever mention anything about that. So this is what your actual notifications look like now. they don't spawn at the bottom anymore. They actually spawn on the top, or they actually come out on top. Um, so Fallout Gamer invited me to a rank game, and so all I would have to do is obviously just click here and just hit X to decline it, and check mark to accept it. So I'm assuming that like, any friend requests that come through are all going to come through here. And obviously the socials feeds on the right side still. I don't think there's any way that you can customize it. I doubt that. No, it's all basically on the same side, same thing, everything. Still looks good though overall. So I'm not sure exactly what this is. Oh, that's reporting. Sorry, I've already done that. Okay, so this is gonna be your new chat. Instead of all of them starting at the bottom, and it's all gonna be under one. I don't think there's anything you can really do differently. You can clear the history and you can mute it, so you don't have to keep going back through your old messages if you don't want to. If you wouldn't, or if you wouldn't mind to. So obviously, all the people I've talked to, if I was to start a conversation with them, this is who the conversations I still have available, obviously, that I've talked to, and um, basically this is what it's going to look like. Instead of them all being at the bottom and all looking like a big cluster mess, they changed it to a point where it's like a messenger, where you can just click on it, type and say, "Hey man, what's up?" and that's it. Or be like, "Hey, let's duo," and that's it. Obviously, they have the sound effects with it. So basically, this is what it's like. Um, with the chat, it looks a lot different. Obviously, it looks different, looks better. I feel like it's a lot less clustery. And then obviously just minimize it. You minimize it, and it goes back in this into this little um, obviously chat thing that you can go into. So that's basically it for everything. You can take off notifications, I think. Um, I'm not sure exactly where. I think it is in here. Yeah, this is basically um, all your client stuff. So if you need to change anything, it's going to probably change a lot due to this is just being the alpha client. So don't expect everything to be the same that you're looking at right now. If let's say if something does change, I could probably update it and stuff like that of my video, but it's definitely going to change from the alpha stage into the beta, I'm sure, and it's going to look the same overall. But I feel like it may get slower as they add more things into it because I know they are going to be adding an actual. Sorry, my voice is getting a little choppy now, but um, I know they're going to be adding a actual uh, replay system inside the client. And the replay system will be a game changer for all League of Legends players, regardless of if people want to use it or not. It'll be something they can look back on. And so, in having the replay system, it'll teach you to be better as a League of Legends gamer, for sure, and it'll teach you in game what to change and stuff like that, and how to improve by watching your own videos and with your own games, your own replays. Um, so that's just how everything looks, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments below. As always, this is Marshmallow HD. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to contact me on social media, contact me through YouTube or anything like that, and you guys can ask me any of your questions, and I can make any videos on anything as well. So this will be the alpha client overview, and like I said, it's still an alpha stage, so there's still a lot to come for the alpha client overall. The Alpha Client is going to be a game changer, I think, for League of Legends in the long run, and it's just going to attract a lot of new players. I feel like, and it's just going to make the game even bigger. So, like I said, guys, this is Marshmallow HD signing out. You guys have a great day, and like always, have a great one.